Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday, and I give an extra personal monthly video or Zoom call to my patrons. If you're interested in checking out and supporting me over there, that link is down in the description. Today's video is going to be taking a look at 3 different planners from Harlow and Gray. Harlow and Gray is a modern lifestyle goods company. They also carry planners. These are beautifully crafted planners with 80-pound paper and fabric covers. They look very professional, and yet they are completely comprehensive and can be used in your personal life too. They have a weekly, they have a daily, and they have a life planner. And the prices on these are so amazing for the quality that you get in the paper and the covers and the content. Your life planner, which is the thickest one, is going to be $33. That is 3 months undated. Then you have a weekly planner that is only $25 for your entire year in a weekly with 80-pound paper, and a daily planner which lasts you 6 months for only $29. So let's jump in and just start going through each one. There are some similarities, a few things that might be the same in each one of these, but they each offer a different thing to you. So let's jump into the daily planner. These planners are very artfully designed. They have beautiful artwork in them and quotes. They're designed to be inspiring. They are all encompassing, and they want to help you live your best life and find out what you are really passionate about and be able to make and follow those dreams and goals. They really promote balance and well-being in all 3 of these planners, and you will see that come through as we go through the pages here. Their planners really drive you to examine what matters most in your life and recalibrate your priorities based on that and move forward with more intention in your life. That's really what all of their planners are based on, and you can check all that out for more detail on their website. They explain it really well, and we're just gonna start walking through here. Like I said, you have a beautiful fabric cover, and this is a good daily planner. You have beautiful rose gold foiling there, and on the back you just have a tiny Harlow and Gray logo. You have a great band for each one of these planners. Each one of these planners is 5x7 by 8.5, an A5 size, but they each house a different number of pages. If we hold them up here, you can definitely see that the life planner is your thickest, even though it's only 3 months. Your daily planner is 6 months and is the next robust. And then your weekly planner is the most lightweight, and it houses all 12 months of the year in the weekly planner. Let's walk through the daily planner first. You have a nice pocket in the back, since we're back here with the band, a very nice accordion pocket with material on the side, and each one of these planners comes with 2 pages of beautiful stickers that go along with the colors used in the art in this planner. Very calming, earth kind of tones. So you have some really cute stickers like slow down, beautiful mountains, succulent plants. After that artwork in the beginning, you do have a nameplate page, and then you go straight in your daily planner here to your path. You have just a few pages up front here dedicated to your goals for this year. I do want to make sure to mention that each one of these planners comes with a little guide that is separate from the planner but stuck in the front of how this planner works, how it works. And I like this, that it's not in the planner taking up pages, because I like to be able to see the page and read about what they're saying about it, not flip back and forth. So I like when the guides for a planner are not actually in the planner themselves. I do appreciate having these with a new planner. I think it's just nice to hear from the creators of the planner, their intentions for it, and sometimes it just brings new ideas to mind. It doesn't mean I always follow the way that they tell me to use a planner. You guys know that, because I always think our planners should serve us, and there are no rules to any planners. You use them as they serve you best and bring you joy. But I do like that the guide is separate, and you have one with each one of these. So your path, goals for this year: health and fitness, emotional development, relationship with partner, relationship with family and friends, finance, career, leisure, and spiritual development. Those are your 8 categories. Then you have a mind map page. These are all light gray dot grid here. And then you go into a leisure list. And I like this. It says, many of us feel the need to be productive every minute of our lives, but it's important to pause, slow down, and allow ourselves the time to engage in activities that simply spark joy. Make time for downtime, and you will experience a reduction in stress and prevent yourself from burning out. And I 100% can attest to this being true in my life and agree with it. And so they're just giving you a page to jot down those lists of things that you might enjoy doing in your downtime. And then a notes page, a full dot grids notes page. Then you go back to there's artwork, this scattered all throughout with the same color scheme and motivational quotes. And this quote is, "It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see," by Thoreau. And then they have each section labeled by monthly, weekly, daily, and you have 3 grosgrain ribbons to mark those sections. They are of like the light earth tones. And I always do my ribbon check, and these ribbons barely make it to the edge of the planner if you can see, but they do. So if you want to slide them out the side, they do go all the way to the side. And so first we have our monthly, and I just kind of marked that with a ribbon. And when you open up, you will see each one of these planners is undated. Not only can you start it whenever you want, put it down whenever you want, repick it back up, you're not going to waste any pages. I really like undated planners for that option if you want to just try a different planner or try it out for goal setting and for monitoring your daily wellness or health and mental wellness. This would make a great one of those planners, and you don't have to feel like it's wasted. You can pick it up and you can set it back down. Also, you can decide if there's a Sunday or Monday start. There are very small boxes on the monthly layout. You won't be able to fit a lot in each box, but that is because they have fit a habit tracker for the month down here. I like the design of their habit tracker. I think it's big enough. It's not teeny tiny at the bottom. You can really see and gauge how you're doing for the whole month on those 3 habits. You have a dot grid note section here. You write in your days of the week and you write in your month of. And then down here, it's uplifting people to connect with, joyful activities to pursue, and how I'll make this month a good one. So that is your monthly layout. After each monthly layout in this daily, so it is 6 months in this daily, you have a 2-page spread that is a monthly reflection. So they ask you some questions like, how did I feel most days? Do I like how I'm living out the hours? What should I continue? What needs to change? What were the biggest lessons learned? How have I grown? What was the most memorable part of the month and why was it significant? And then over here, you have reflection on reviewing your goals for the year. So thinking about those categories and next month, like what do you want to work on in these different categories and notes on that, a dot grid. And then you have your next monthly layout and then your next monthly reflection. So you have all those monthly layouts, 6 monthly layouts and monthly reflections up front here in the front of your planner. And then you go into your weekly section, which I have marked with the next ribbon, but it does have like kind of like a title page there before each section. Going into your weekly layouts here, you have 1 page per week. And this 1 page is going to help you to plan out your week and then reflect on your week. So it's 1 page per week. It says personal projects, you have 3 of those, work projects, 3 of those. You write the week of up here. And like I said, this is your next week of. Just the left side has the big weekly bolded. So it looks almost like it's a 2-page spread, but it's not. They're identical pages and each one is meant for a different week. Then you have 6 personal to-dos, 6 work to-dos, and all of your print in here is a very light gray print, except for like bolded is a little bit more towards the black or a really dark charcoal. And I like that it's a very light and clean aesthetic and it's easy on the eyes because there's not a lot of dark, heavy black printing on the page. So that is kind of planning out your week. And then you come to the reflection for the week. This past week, I was most grateful for this moment that warmed my heart or this experience that enriched my life. This past week, I was particularly grateful for this person because celebrate the wins, woohoo, and how I'll improve next week. I think that's a really succinct 1 page that helps you to not only look at what is most important that you want to work on that week, but then to reflect on really what were the most important things. The things that matter to us the most are not if we completed our projects, but it is these things of the heart and the soul. So those are all your weekly layouts here. And then you go into your daily pages. And once again, your daily pages start with kind of a title page, artwork, and a quote. And here is my pen test on the daily page. And even doing it on the first page, it's going to show up even better for you because there's no print on this page whatsoever. And as you can see, you can barely, like, I can't even see any pen coming through at all. Like, ghosting is not even an issue here with this 120 GSM, which equates to 81 pound paper. It's very thick. You have nice rounded corners, and every page feels like a really nice thick page. I know everyone always wants me to describe the texture of the paper. This is a nice paper that has a tiny bit of tooth, not a huge amount of tooth, but I would say a little bit of tooth to it. It's not slick or overly smooth, but I would say it's a smooth paper with just a tiny bit of tooth to it. It takes the pen really well. I did all my normal pen testing and mild liners. And like I said, nothing was coming through to that blank page. So that is our pen test. All these planners have the same paper. So we're not going to go over a pen test in the other planners, just in this one. The daily, once again, this just has the specs is $29 and this one is 260 pages. This is your daily layout. You have one page per day. I'm just going to turn to a clean page so my writing does not distract us. These books really lay flat very well. You just have to kind of massage because these are brand new and I haven't really worked in it other than doing a pen test and, you know, exploring it for the video. But you can tell they lay completely flat with the binding there. In your daily planner, your daily schedule starts at 6 a.m. and goes until 9 p.m. You do have half-hour slots in between there. Those lines are little dotted lines. You can circle the day of the week and write in the date. And then you have today's affirmation. Today I'm excited about. Most important personal tasks, 3 of those. Most important work tasks. Tonight I am grateful for. I was my best self when and how I'll improve tomorrow. So as I mentioned before, this planner encompasses and wants to remind us and point us constantly at promoting balance and well-being. It's not just all about our schedule and our agenda. You can tell that on the daily pages when you are wrapping up with those questions. Tonight I'm grateful for, I was my best self when, and how I'll improve tomorrow. Also starting out with an affirmation and something that you're excited about. But then there is definitely room for listing those tasks that you must get done, your top 3 personal and your top 3 work. I love that they picked those out, like your top 3 there, and then your schedule for the day, where of course, if you're not someone who has a lot of meetings or appointments, you can definitely time block out your day by time blocking out your tasks. Whenever I have done that, it really shows me in a clear light how much I can accomplish in that day and when I am making my list way too long, because once you put it into time blocking, it lets you see what you can really get done in the day. So those are your daily pages, and that goes on for 6 months worth of daily pages. And you have a couple notes pages at the end, which also has a title page for that section. They're dot grid, light gray note pages, and you have about 8 in this planner as I counted them out. I already shared with you the accordion pocket and the stickers that come with each planner, 2 sheets of stickers. I think for the price of these planners, you are getting a lot. The quality of this book-bound planner feels amazing in hand. It looks amazing. The paper is 120 GSM, 80 pounds. You have a band, a pocket, stickers, and just a beautiful, calming vibe. It's a great daily planner option. Let's look at their weekly planner option next, and then we will jump into a good life planner. This is focused even more on like your well-being. It's so comprehensive. And we're gonna jump into this one and you'll see how it's different from these other 2 planners. This is your weekly planner. It is so lightweight and portable, you guys. The weekly actually does not come with stickers. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm glad I saw that. The daily and the Good Life planner comes with stickers. Your weekly doesn't, but you do have an accordion pocket with the material. It is only $25. It's 176 pages. So this daily was 260 pages. Your weekly is 176 pages. and your life planner is 280 pages. So those are the page counts. They have all this information on their website, really comprehensive explanations of the planners there. This one is in black, and it is a fabric linen feel cover once again. Then you open it up and you have your same nameplate page. In this planner, you have some of the same things in the beginning. This is the same, your path, goals this year, with the 8 goal categories to think about where you want to focus in each one of those categories. And then a mind map page. This is the same as the daily planner with your dot grid there. This is also the same as the daily planner we just went over, your leisure list, and a notes page opposite that, and then an extra notes page, and you go straight into your monthly. So in this weekly planner, as you will notice, you do not have the same artwork that is in your daily planner or the life planner. So it's a little bit more streamlined, but very clean, and you could add all the color that you want in here. Your monthly calendar is exactly the same as in your daily planner, as we already went over, but there's just a little bit different prompt at the bottom. So you have the same basic layout, but this prompt says how I'll make this month a good one. And this one says top goals. It says uplifting people to connect with and joyful activities to pursue. And you still have 3 habits to track here. So it's very similar monthly layout. Then you go into a monthly planning page where you have room for 3 personal projects, 3 work projects, and then how I will make this month a good one in these areas of my life. So in those goal categories, what do you plan on working on? And then a note section with a dot grid, and then your reflection for the month. So you have a 2-page monthly planning page after your monthly layout, the same as in the daily planner. But the page is not exactly the same, but you do have a 2-page afterwards. This page is asking you a little bit different questions and is laid out a little bit different. You have the same categories to look at, but it is not an exact duplicate. But it is a 2-page spread after each month, just like the daily planner. And then you have some reflection questions for the month, like your wins and what were your biggest lessons learned, what were you most grateful for this past month, something that warmed your heart. Very similar to the daily planner. And you have all your monthly layouts and then your 2-page monthly reflections and planning. So it's kind of like planning your month and then reflection on the month. And all 12 of those are all up front in this month, in this weekly planner, because you have 12 months in this weekly planner. At the end of all your monthlies, you have weekly starting, and you have 2 grow grain ribbons in here to mark your month and your week. You don't need 3 in this one, so you just have 2. On your weekly layout, you can of course start Sunday or Monday, whichever one you want. You have equal space for every day of the week. You have 3 days on your left, 4 days on your right hand side. You have a notes, a quote, to do tick off boxes. And then you have an hourly schedule laid out for you with 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Once again, like the daily page with half-hour slots. But because it is put on the side there and it is completely clean within the lines of your day, you can use the time slots there to put appointments or time block, or you can just use this in any other way you want. As a list, you could divide it out into 3 sections. So however you need to use that, you put your dates up there and what week you're on. So if you don't need a lot of room on a weekly layout and you want a very portable, clean, professional looking planner, this is a great one. I mean, it is so lightweight. You have the 80-pound paper. It's beautifully done. A very just little compact book, and only $25 for this. Then at the end, you have 10 dot grid notes pages for notes and ideas. And that wraps up your weekly planner. All right, we are going to jump into the life planner, which is the most comprehensive one, in my opinion, of these 3. Harlow and Gray explained this planner as like a launching pad that is designed to help you manage the hours that fill up your days, then to recognize patterns and make changes in your life choices that align with your values. So it is also a daily planner, but it is really based on your well-being. And so kind of like, I would say, a self-care planner. Let's go through it and you'll get a grasp on what it is. And here is their Good Life Planner and laid out how to use it. Once again, the artwork is in this planner, just like the daily, your nameplate page. And then you have a letter from the co-founder of Harlow and Gray, Gloria, and that who that is who I have been communicating with on this review. And she has been wonderful to deal with, and just really an open, bright person, and would love to hear thoughts on these planners. And so they seem like they really want to listen to their customer base and what they want, and think about the planners moving forward for their next designs. So there's a little letter from her on what is a good life. And I think it's really nice that she put that letter in here and why they came up with this planner, because it's a unique planner. More and more of these types of planners are coming out, but each one is so unique based on what that designer or founder of the company, feels that people need right now. Then you have your story. For many of us, our main focus is the finish line, the day we achieve our dreams. We're so caught up in the race that we don't take time to reflect on the past, and we forget to live in the present. It is important to recognize your whole journey, the wins, the losses, the joy, the pain, and understand why and how you arrive at this very moment. In doing so, you will gain the insights needed to reconcile your past, live out your present with intention, and reimagine your future. And that's really what this planner is about. Like I said, it's a lot more comprehensive than your daily planner. I really like how they've added in like that light pink line there, your story. So past, you're going to record and answer some questions. Present, right here. And then thinking about the present, they ask you some more questions. What challenges are you currently facing? What are your biggest fears? So this is a lot of digging deep, thinking deep. How can you overcome your current challenges and improve your situation for the future? In what ways would you like to grow? What are your dreams for your future self? And then your well-being is the next section. Under your well-being, they're going to ask you some questions in different categories. So like this page is all about your physical well-being. You're just answering yes or no questions. And based on that, you're going to identify areas that you want to focus on for greater physical well-being. And then they give you some tips on your physical well-being, just little easy things that you could start to implement in your life that might help you feel better. Then you have another category. So you're going to go through several of these categories. Intellectual is the next category in which you do the same thing. Then emotional, financial, social, spiritual, and then you're going on to move on to the next section called your path. I do want to make a note here that although there are a lot of sections, because these are only yes or no questions, they're not asking you to dig in and write like sentences or paragraphs about these things. You just have to answer yes or no. And by looking at those questions, like here's the spiritual one. Do you believe that there are certain things beyond your control? Do you feel connected to something larger than yourself and the stresses of everyday life? Do you have a good sense of your purpose and are walking in the direction of living out a fulfilling life? So after answering those, it gives you an idea of what you want to focus on for greater spiritual well-being in your life. So in each one of these categories, I think their simple questions really help you to just reflect just enough to know what you might want to change in that area of your life without making you write paragraphs or fill out a lot of information where lots of people feel stumped and like they can't move forward in some goal planners. And this one is not per se a goal planner. This is just for your overall mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being. But I think they have a really good system going up front to help you move through something quickly and not get stuck. In the Your Path section, you come in and they talk about your life purpose. What are your gifts? Like, what are you naturally good at doing? What do others seek advice from you for? And they go into these questions to help you think about that. What are your passions? What do you care most about in the world? Which topics or causes engage your core being? And going on. And then those questions are supposed to help you lead toward what you feel like is your purpose. And I would say for right now, because I feel as our life seasons change, that we change the purpose kind of our lives. Although, me being a Christian, I feel like I always know what my deepest purpose is and mission. But in each season of my life, I feel like within that, I have a different purpose. So I don't think here you need to think what is your one life purpose, your only thing. It's right now in your life. Let's just figure it out for right now. And these are just musings from me. These are not what the company says, or from anyone who is highly trained. I am not any type of counselor or life coach. I'm just throwing out my opinions because I think that helps people to think through whether a planner would work for them. Life roadmap. What a fulfilled life, what does it look like to you? So you start to look at the end point of your life. And a lot of goal planners do this for you. So I think we're familiar with that. Then you go through thinking about some goals for the 5 to 10 years, 3 years, 1 year. And then when you think about that long range, then they ask you to narrow it down from the previous page, and they give you a lot of direction here, thinking about what are your top 3 goals that you want to work on right now in the next 90 days. So they help you narrow those down. They give you encouragement, they give you motivation and quotes and beautiful artwork, really calming. You have the same leisure list to kind of guide you in this planner to think about your leisure time. And then you go into your monthly layouts. Your monthly layouts are the same. So we're not going to really go over them. Same habit tracker boxes, uplifting people to connect with, joyful activities to pursue, and this month's top goal. Then you have reflection for the month. Review the activities that filled your daily schedules from this past month. How did I feel most days? Do I like how I'm living out the hours? What should I continue? What needs to change? Goes on. So our monthly reflection is here. And then a big reflection page for journaling or your own thoughts, dot grid here. So just a little guidance with questions and then a big space for you. And then into your next monthly layout. This life planner is only 3 months. So you have 3 monthly layouts, 3 monthly reflection pages, which are 2 pages each. And then you go into your weekly pages here. On your weekly planning pages, you get to look at a 2-page spread for each week. This week's projects, and you have top 3 projects. Then you have several to-do tick-off boxes, about 12 of them. Who will I make meaningful connections with this week? I love this question to think about. I think even if we don't make those connections, just by having them forefront in our mind, it helps guide us to making some by actually the act of writing them down. What kind acts can I do this week to uplift others and myself? I also love that. How will I make this week a good one? So this is at the beginning of your week, you come in here and you think of your 3 big projects plus your to-dos, but then you think of the deeper things in your life, the things that actually matter the most. And then you can look at your planning out Monday and the weekend, Monday through Friday, I was going to say, and the weekend shares a box. You can use this planning for, of course, anything you want. It could be your meal planner for the week. It could be, tracking something that you're doing every day of the week that's important to you, whether it's your sleep or your movement or your workouts. So I think those boxes are just there for anything you want them to be there for. It could be tracking your mood. It could also just be putting any big appointments that you have for the week there so you can see it at a glance. Reflection. This week's insights, celebrate wins, woohoo, and how I will improve next week. So that is your weekly planning for every single week. You have that 2-page spread. Then you come into your daily 2-page spread. So for every single day, you have this 2 pages here. It's very comprehensive. You have morning planning, evening reflection, and then you have your schedule for the whole day here. And as your day goes through, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., you have a mood tracker for every hour of the day if you would like to keep track of your mood. And they say this is to identify a pattern so that we're aware of what, when, and why we're in a good or bad mood so we can tweak things in our life and make different choices to be able to change and guide that to end up, more where we want to be. So thinking about every single hour of the day, where are you with your mood? You can also list tasks for every single hour there, or you could write about your mood. You can record meals in there. So with this 3 lines for every hour, there's a lot of options there that you could use those 3 lines for. Morning planning, you have today's affirmation. Today I'm excited about. Most important personal tasks. So top 3 personal tasks of the day. Top 3 work tasks of the day. Tiny habits to schedule in. For me, that would be like yoga, drink enough water, and hug my boys or read my scriptures. One kind thing I can do today. I love that thrown in there. Just one little thing. You circle the day of the week you're on and write the date up there. And then the reflection at night. I like how they have the sun and the moon, just the little details. Tonight, I'm grateful for this belonging that makes my life more comfortable. I am grateful for this moment that warmed my heart or this experience that enriched my life. I am particularly grateful for this person because I felt good about myself when I was not my best self when, how I'll improve tomorrow, and notes. That is a lot, but this is a comprehensive planner on your well-being to really evaluate where you are and tweak every single day to get to be more where you want to be. So this can be used as your daily planner, or it could just really be used for tracking your well-being, your mood, your health, because you could put in your food, your fitness, your water, your sleep, whatever you want to put in there. So this planner can be used in a couple of different ways, but that is your daily layout. And because it's a 2-page spread per day, I mean, that takes up the rest of your planner, and this life planner is 280 pages. Then you get to the end and you do have some notes pages. You have a good 2, 4, 6, 7 notes pages, dot grid once again at the end, and the same stickers that came with your daily planner. The only planner that doesn't come with the stickers is the weekly planner, and a nice big accordion pocket with material on the side again. This planner is like a cream khaki color with gold on the outside. Your weekly planner is black with black foiling on there. And then your daily planner is gray with rose gold on there. I think all the colors they've chosen look beautiful. They all have bands on them. They all have enough grosgrain ribbons for, the dailies have 3 and the weekly has 2. Once again, this life planner is $33. I think it is a great price for how much you get in it. It is so comprehensive. And if you are just feeling like you need a life reset and you really want to focus on your health, whether that is all facets of it, or if you just have a couple of facets of your health that you want to focus on, like physical, mental, like you really want to focus on that, or emotional and spiritual, I feel like this planner can really be a great point to just start and start guiding you, start tracking things, start evaluating things, and start moving forward every day to just get a little better and make progress in those areas that you want to. I love that it's undated. I love that it's affordable and that it's beautiful, that it's also compact. I think it is really a great little product. I had never heard of Harlow and Gray. When I was contacted to share these with you and received them, I was pleasantly surprised at not only the quality and the craftsmanship of it, but at the thought that went into making each one of these planners a little bit something different, because we don't all need the same planner. So let me know your thoughts. I really would love to hear them on this line of planners that was brand new to me, once again, from Harlow and Gray. Let me know down in the comments if you have ever used one of these. I would absolutely love to hear from someone who has used one. Let me know if you're thinking about putting this on your list to possibly pick up at some point and which one resonates with you. So let's chat down there. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.